You look like you should be in a movie. Let me make you a classic. Close up, hit the lights, action. Quiet on the set, lipstick black, coming right out on my neck. Every feature of your film got me trying to invest. You can play the lead, I just wanna come direct. This is world premiere and I bet.
This is Mystery Girl. I'm here with Mike Floss. So we caught your performance. It was like super amped, super hyped, and your music is super dope. So what was it like being up there on the stage at the Meadows?
It was cool, you know, we just go up there, let the music speak for itself, you know, and hope to make some new friends in the process. It was dope. Yeah.
You have like a lot of energy up there. Like what do you do right before you get on stage to like get yourself prepared for the crowd and the energy and just bring it all out there?
Normally we drink Jack Daniels with lemonade. That's normally the play. Today was a little bit earlier, so we was off the chicken parmesan and the green beans. I think that's that was the source of my energy for today. Yeah.
You got some refreshing looking drinks here too. So y'all staying cool.
We do a lot of refreshing things around here. You know, that's how we operate.
Yeah, there we go. Take a sip, right? So I did a little bit of research about you, and I read. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your previous name was Open Mike. Yeah. So can you tell me about that and like why you decided to switch it?
Well, you just can't Google it. Like, if you Google Nashville, Tennessee Open Mic, like you're gonna come up with all kind of bars and clubs and just all kind of stuff. So I just wanted to do something that's more reflecting my personality and easier to find, so I could spread my music around.
Right. So is Mike Floss your actual name, or is that your stage name?
My last name is not Floss, but that would be Player if it was.
That would be Player.
But no, yeah, it came from a song. I had a song titled Floss, and it was one of my first times I felt like giving more like a biographical type lyrics into my music and something that was real identity driven, so I just adopted that.
All right, that's dope. So I read that you were born in Chicago, but you grew up in Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah. So I want to ask you, what was it like pursuing hip-hop in Nashville? Because I mean, I feel like people usually think of country when they think of Nashville. So like, was it different trying to do that there?
Yes. How do we say this? No, it's very difficult, to be honest. Like, well, what it does is it grooms you. So like, I can come out here and I have no fear. You know, I'm completely unafraid of anything when I get on stage. Right. It's just a matter of me just making good music and just being myself. So it really sets you up to be much more powerful than if you were in a place where they already want to hear hip hop. They already are accustomed to the culture, you know. But I mean, in Nashville, we got a long way to go as far as black music in general. Like we have a lot more work to do on the industry side, on the structure side. So that's something that I'm hoping to like do for the city.
Right. Yeah. So when I was listening to your music, I noticed it's not like the typical Southern rapper. Like you have a different vibe to you, which I really like. It's different. Would you like say that's because, do you draw influences from Chicago, even though like you weren't there that long, but would you say that you are influenced by that as well?
I mean, yeah, I was 2 years old when I was in Nashville. Yeah, so I wouldn't say anything really came from Chicago. I mean, I like a lot of Chicago artists, but as far as Chicago, like I don't really have no memories from being there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Your dad was a jazz musician though, right? So I saw that. I would think he influences your music. So how would you say the jazz and your dad have had an influence on your music?
It's had no influence on me. No.
Okay.
So they got beef. No. It's the OG. Growing up in a musical household, you know, it shapes your thinking, and most importantly, it just teaches you about depth. And he always talking about these. He always say like he'll like play something, like he'll mix like mariachi horns, a gospel chord progression on an organ, and like something else just left field, and be like, I want you to rap on this. I'd be like, why am I gonna rap? He's like, it's gonna stretch you. You gotta stretch. He's always about like trying it, you know what I'm saying, and just experimenting with things. And like, yeah, it may not be great, you may not use it, but it may teach you something in the process. And a lot of the old jazz musicians, like that's how they think. You know, they think different. Like, they're just gonna try it. They're gonna do new stuff. They're gonna like be fearless in what they attempt. So that's one of the reasons why you said like it sounds different. Like, it's because I'm experimenting with things and I'm willing to say, let's try it.
Yeah.
You know?
So he was definitely open to you being an artist and jumping into the hip hop scene.
No.
No. Did he want you to do like jazz?
He wanted me to do law or business or medicine or anything else where you can have a stable a stable life. Yeah, he was like, look, it's not sweet, you know, it's not. And I experienced it growing up, you know, sometimes was good, sometimes was not. So it fluctuates and it's not guaranteed, and there is no degree for this. There is no path that says if you do these things, it will work. You can do all these things, you can be the best. Like, my dad is one of the greatest trumpet players on the planet, literally. And I'm not saying that from a bias, like according to the people that, whether it's journalists or according to the top knowledgeable people on the subject, that's what they consider. But at the same time, what does that really mean? You know, you don't know who he is. Like, people, like, the average person has no clue who he is. It doesn't matter how talented you are. So there's so many different things that come along with this particular path. And he kind of wanted to protect me from that. So he's like, yo, do something where you can get you some money and then just have fun doing your music, you know? But, I mean, what does he expect? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm doing.
At the end of the day, he's gonna be proud, you know, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think he will be. Did you even like try to start doing something else first, or I mean, did you go to school? Did you try to like fulfill that for him, or were you just like, Dad, I'm gonna just do this?
I mean, to be honest, to be totally honest, like, my parents really don't have much to do with what I do musically. So, of course, I went to school. I went to TSU. I got that black college experience at a HBCU, which is, you know, second to none. You know, I don't really even know how to like explain it. It's so many things that you learn in that environment. But at the same time, I can't go that way.
Yeah.
You know, I would be miserable waking up every day having to do something that I hated. You know, it's not the way I want my life to go. So I want to do creative stuff for the rest of my life. And even when I'm 50 and done rapping, you know, I want to be able to just be in the culture and like do things that I enjoy.
Yeah, that's dope. So let's talk about Tennessee Daydreams. Okay. There's how many? 11? Oh yeah, is that it? There we go. Yes. There's 11 tracks on there, right? Mm-hmm. And just tell me about the project and what I mean. I heard the messages in the songs and what you were trying to get across, a few different things. So you want to tell me about the project and what inspired you to do it?
Yeah, it's a collection of moments and imaginations. For me, it was about making honest music. It was about making something that I wanted it to feel like this, it's like a daydream. So if you find yourself doing something, so you're sitting here doing this, let's say we're cleaning this table off or whatever the case may be, and while you're doing that, you're thinking about something totally different while this is still happening.
Yeah.
And then you finish this, gone on to do something else, but your daydream has maintained its consistency. You may go in this room and start doing something and you're still thinking about the same thing at the same time. So in between these songs, you have these moments that it's like, this is happening here in one environment and the music continues. Or you have a track that kind of comes out of nowhere with this abrasive sound, but then after that, it kind of drifts back into this dream space. It's like this constant stream of ideas that is kind of how I live on a day-to-day. So I wanted to make something that was honest to how I felt internally, but also make some undeniable music that I felt like could be a staple, you know, in hip-hop, especially coming out of Nashville, Tennessee. Like, I feel like this is going to be the project that people say, like, yo, this is the best rap album that we've seen from the state, period. Right. Yeah.
It definitely has the way you connect, like, the talking pieces, you know, and to the music, to the songs. It just has a whole overall, like, flow, like exactly how you explained it. It's just, it has that overall vibe, and it's a project.
Yeah, exactly. It's a full body of work.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So that's dope. So I read also that one of your songs off of your older projects with Dope Boy Dreams, played during like a Tidal commercial or something. There's like a story behind that, like during the Billboard Music Awards or something. You want to tell me about that? That's dope.
You know, my face was on TV. You know, that's how we live, basically. No, it was unexpected. Like Tidal was showing me a lot of love and continues to show me a lot of love. They was out here today. Shout out to them. But people just started texting me out of nowhere. Like I wasn't even watching. Like I didn't know anything was about to happen. And it's like, yo, is that you on TV? I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like then I'd start getting screenshots. Then the tweets start coming in and people just got really excited. I mean, for an artist that has no record deal, that's like no major backing, no like big press rollout or whatever the case may be, for me to be able to achieve things like that off the strength, strictly off the strength of the music, is no other reason. You know, I have no other, you know, money under the table. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like we just like this, so we're gonna do it. I think it's like a true Cinderella story. It's like you can really build something off quality, and that's one of the things I stand for. Like I think it's really fashionable in hip hop right now to really not care. You know what I'm saying? Like the less you care, like the further you get, or the more people are intrigued with you. It's like, yo, these kids don't give a fuck. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like
crazy
people just be like, and they love it. But at the same time, I feel you. But like, I just didn't fit in. I don't fit in with those guys. Like we come from some of the same places at the same time, and for some reason I just don't. I don't get that. You know, I don't get why you would make music that you don't care about and make music that don't mean nothing to you. You know, like for me, it's about the music. I don't think that's a ridiculous idea.
Yeah, it's your life. It's not the fame or the paycheck, right? Yeah.
We gonna get the check though.
We gonna get the check, but you know, you do it for you too. At the end of the day, that's like. You can't lose. You can't lose. So what's like do you have any shows coming up? What do you want to let your fans know, you know, where you'll be or where to find you?
Mike Floss Music, everywhere. All my social media, MikeFloss.com. Okay. You can buy vinyl like this over here. You can buy all kind of stuff if you want to support the wave. So we just building it up from the ground.
All right, dope. And let me ask you this. Who were you most excited or are you most excited to see at the Meadows? I mean, since you performed...
I mean, Jay-Z. We saw Jay-Z last night.
I knew that was,
It's too easy. I mean, it's crazy because that's the obvious answer, but legitimately, like, he played his whole set and probably didn't do 90 minutes of #1 records. Right. And it was like, yo, he could have gone on for another hour and a half and just all hits. It's insane to see.
Yeah. Is there anyone else, like, you're looking forward to here?
I want to see the Gorilla set.
Oh, yeah.
They're supposed to be bringing out a lot of people. Like, it's supposed to be crazy. So I think I'm gonna stick around for that.
All right. If your soul got transferred into an object right now and you had to live the rest of your life out as this object, like right now, you had to live as the object, but you're still you know? What object would you want to be?
This requires some deep thought.
Yeah. I'll let you think about that for a second.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna go with the Xbox controller. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you can hang out. People going, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let you just sit there by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a good little workout. Pause. I don't know what that means. But you know what I'm saying? You can get the new games. You're gonna see a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I can do the Xbox controller.
I like that one. That's definitely a new one. I've never gotten that one. So that's a unique one. If you found out that you had 24 hours left to live, what would be the first thing you'd go do?
Jesus Christ, probably.
I'm getting deep in your life.
Probably kill myself.
You know what? That was the perfect answer. We're done. We're done.
This is Mike Floss of Mystery Girl Radio. Find Mystery Girl.